Have you ever put something off because it wasn't the right time? Now may just be that time. Hi everyone, welcome back to Ivy and Hayes Art Studio. I'm Michelle, and before we get into anything today, I have something I want to share with you. Look at these beauties, they're from my garden. So I just wanted to share these with you because I went outside and I'm like, they are perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. No little critters got into them at all. So just want to share these with you. The second thing I want to share with you is this pin that I have on. It says, if not now, when? And our pins, my pins that I wear, they kind of set the theme for the day. Sometimes the pin is going to determine the colors that we use or the type of technique that we use. Today we're going to do a flip cup because it's unpredictable, it's energetic, it's fluid. Kind of the same thing sometimes when we're getting into something new, when we're taking the leap into something new. That's kind of how we feel too. It's unpredictable. You're not sure. I think sometimes when you procrastinate about something and you're scared or you have self-doubt and you just put something off for a day and then it turns into another day and then it turns into a month. Well, it took me a year to muster up the courage to get in front of the camera to do this. And I had already watched about 2 years worth of videos and was just so excited and I wanted to do this and wanted to do this, but there was always something else that I had, that had to be done. Finally, I just said, okay, Michelle, let's go. Let's just do this. So this pin's message is for anybody who is a dreamer or a doer or who's on the edge of something new. So let's go ahead and get into it today. We're going to go ahead and do a flip cup, and we've got some really, really pretty colors, but let's check the consistency on them too. So I'm going to just go ahead and get my hair up and put my gloves on, and then we'll get into the pour. Okay, here is our paint consistency chart. It's really I just laminated this, and there's I don't know, what is there, 8 spots on here? We've got 7 today. So anyway, let's go ahead and see how these stack up against each other. Hopefully these little popsicle sticks will be enough paint to be able to see. You can already see this one's a little bit thicker than the other one. Let's see how these other ones stack. This one I thought looked a little bit thicker too when I was mixing these up a little bit ago. So we've got some really, really, really pretty colors today. We're starting off with 24 karat gold. And then we've got Aztec Gold by Arteza. And then we've got Azo Gold by Golden. And that's Blue Quartz by FolkArt. And then, oh, what am I doing? And then we've got Aqua Green by Liquitex. This is Aqua Green. This one feels a little thicker too. And then we've got Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. And the last one is Payne's Gray by Amsterdam. So we'll see how these do. And if we need to add water to any of these. Okay, here we go. Not bad. They're actually not too bad. We might just add a tiny, tiny bit of water to this one here. That's the Aztec Gold by Arteza. So it doesn't take much. So we'll go ahead and just add a little bit. And then I'll tell you about the flip cup. So if you've never seen a flip cup before, all we're going to do is we're going to layer the paints along the side of the cup. And by doing that, by layering the paints along the side of the cup rather than just pouring the paints into the cup, it keeps the colors a little separated from each other. Sometimes when the colors are mixed together, if they don't mesh well, then they get a little muddy, like brownish, grayish color. So we're gonna try to avoid that today. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna layer our cup, and then we're just gonna go and we're gonna flip it. And then after we flip it, we're just gonna kind of let the paints all go in, and then we're gonna just kind of squirt it out. And then we might lip it. Lipping it is when you bring the lip of the cup through it just to kind of create like a little design. So we also have a little tool that we might use if we want to, what we call wreck the painting. So what wrecking is when you just run something through the composition just to kind of give it a little bit of pizzazz. So we'll see. We'll see if we're going to do that. Okay, I think we're going to layer the paints starting with the 24 karat gold. And this is a 16-ounce cup. And for this size of this is an 11 by 14. We really don't need more than like 8, so like halfway up, but we'll probably go a little bit higher. And the reason sometimes that we use more paint than what we know we need is because it gives us a little more flexibility to where we're not having to like just hold it and stretch it and stretch it and stretch it because the paint's moving so slow because there's not very much paint left on the canvas. So by putting a little bit extra, it gives us a little more, flexibility to kind of work what we want on it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's go. Oh, guess what I forgot. Excuse me. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Okay, gloves are on, so let's go ahead and pour. Gosh, these ones are tight. Let's go ahead and get into this pour. All right, here we go. 24 karat gold. Such a pretty color. It really adds a nice shimmer to anything. We've got 3 golds today. So this one is the Aztec gold, and then we've got the Azo Gold. Oops, I think I saw a little something go in there. We'll have to fish it out in a little while. Okay. That one is what one is that one? Blue Quartz by FolkArt. This one is the Aqua Green by Liquitex. We've got the Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. Payne's Gray by Amsterdam. Okay, let's go ahead and put one more layer of everything in here. Okay, almost done here. I hope this is going to be enough paint. What if I need more? Well, I've got all these. I can pour these along the edge too if we need we might have to pour some around the edge. Ooh, those are pretty colors. Okay, here we go. So this could be messy. Let's see. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, so now we'll just let the colors kind of slide down a little bit, and then we'll pull this off, and then we'll see. What we're gonna do, we're gonna just tilt it off. We're gonna kind of see what it looks like, how the colors kind of just let themselves out here, and then we'll see where we want to tilt off first. We'll see if there's anything that we want to try to save. Sometimes there's a corner or there's colors that are together that look really, really good, and you want to save that area. So you'll kind of tilt off in other areas. So let's kind of see what we've got here. Okay, ooh, pretty. Should I lip it? Should I bring this through? Or should we use the little hair piece thing? The hair scratcher? I don't know. No, okay. I think I want to just do a really quick little see how it kind of gives it like just a little detail in there? Okay. Is there anything that we really like on here that we want to keep? All right, buddy. Oh, I can see the shimmers from the 24 karat gold. Okay, let's go ahead and just move this around the canvas a little bit. I love that Azo Gold. I think that's so pretty. The orangey looking color. That is just so pretty. Okay, I think I'm going to try to get this, a little bit of this dark off. So let's see. And I did paint, I did tape up my corners today. My back today. All right, so we're going to go off one side. Bring it back. This is a lot of paint for this canvas, but that's okay. I'd rather have more than not enough and really fight with it and have to. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, okay, there you go. Initiation to the aprons. I think I had a blouse like this at one time with these colors. Okay, let's go off the other side. That's kind of pretty. What do you think of these colors? I kind of like them. Very nice. Dab on. So when you don't quite get all the color on the ends, does that one need anything over here? I'll come around and look after. But sometimes the you don't get the corners because the corners are the furthest distance. And so, that's kind of why you see tilting off of a corner, because the sides, they're just this far away from the center. The corners are a lot further away. So I like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring you in for the wet results. So I'll be right back. Before we get into the wet results, I want to show you something that we do, or that I do, or that I've learned to do. You want to take the drips off the bottom of the canvas, because what happens is the paint will keep dripping over the sides because it's getting pulled. So if you stop the drips, you have to do this a couple times while it's drying. If you stop the drips, it stops the momentum of the paint going over the sides and just still dripping off. Sometimes if it keeps dripping and dripping and dripping, the sides here, the sides will almost become see-through where there's not enough paint left on the sides. So it's just a good precaution to do. So anyway, I got initiated today. All right, let me go ahead and bring you in for the wet results. Okay, let's go in for the wet results. Look at these colors. Look at the shimmer. You'll see some cells on here. We didn't use any type of a cell activator on here today, but a lot of times when you use a 24 karat gold from DecoArt, it will produce some cells. So I think that's what we're seeing. But it's so interesting how the patterns that it makes, even with it just being a flip cup, we were able to pull some I think the color palette was really pretty too. I think just the colors that we used on here really made a difference. So anyway, those are the wet results. What do you think? So we'll go ahead and take a look at the dry results. You know what's really pretty too is the way it finishes off on the sides of the canvas. When it flows over nicely and you have enough paint, it's like an extension of the top. See how pretty that is? It just kind of matches the top. Let's see what this side looks like. Oh yeah, you've got that little river right here that continues on over the side. Pretty. Okay, here it is dry. I love the result of using 3 different golds, the way they intermingle with each other. I love the cells that came up, not too many, but just enough to add a little extra interest. Isn't it funny how images appear? I see a bird. Right here is his little beak, gobbler beak, and his body kind of looks like a turkey vulture. Also, I'm going to show you something else, but I know it might be a stretch, but up in this corner here, we've got like a lady's head and her neck. She's wearing a blue necklace, top of her dress, and then the bottom of her dress widens. So I know, but it's so fun. Do you see any images in the painting? Let me know in the comments. If interested, check out the link to episode 1 where we did a fun, vibrant ring pour. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. So to wrap up our theme for the day, here's a reminder to anyone chasing a dream or standing at a crossroad. The perfect time might just be right now. Thanks for experimenting with me today. I think that's a wrap, and I hope you come back. Bye for now.